Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is One of One, but you can call me Seven, and we are in for a double header today. This is going to be the second one in a row. We got right off of Lukako's ending. Again, really sad. I really want to talk to you guys who feel like this is the best ending. I'm curious. I want to know what you guys think. Regardless, we're back here at the opportunity to send a D-mail to change Lukako back from a girl into a guy. Will you remember me? She asks. I mean, yeah. It's just another burden for Okabe to shoulder. How many more until he breaks, right? I don't know. We'll have to see. So let's get started. Yes, with just one call to the phone wave. Send a message to Luka's mother's pager. Will you remember me as a girl? Yes. If I make the call, will you remember these 4 short days we were together? Yes. So what, we have to... It's the phone wave, right? Lukako places her finger on top of mine, on top of the send button. Ouch. Thank you, Okabe-san. Oh. Oh. There we go. Oh, there we go. Even higher. We're getting closer to the one. Chapter 9. Endless Apoptosis. Oh, man. Oh, I like the way they write these. Like when we shift and stuff like that. It's so, jarring's not the right word. I'm struggling to find it at the moment. It escapes me. But the warmth of Lukako's hand slips away as the vertigo hits me. Where are we now? I'm still at the shrine, but I no longer feel Lukako clinging to my back. I turn around, slowly. Hey, Luka. Lukako is standing a short distance away as if to see me off. No tears, just a bewildered smile. My chest feels like it's about to burst. I hold it back. Hey, Lukako. I hesitate for a moment, but I have to know. You're a guy, right? Yes? She is gone. He has returned. Cuter than any girl. Looks good in Miko robes, but he's a guy. I bite my lip. Do you... like me? What? I don't understand. Do you like me? I respect you. He respects me? I don't deserve his respect, but that's not what matters now. Lukako's answer seemed clear, but wasn't. He didn't answer the question. If I change back into a guy, I'll have to hide my feelings for you, yeah. Lukako might still like me, even though he's a guy again. However, he'll never speak honestly about those feelings. This is what Lukako decided for himself. It would be wrong to pry any further. Maybe I'm just running away. Maybe I should pry, force him to confront his feelings. But I'm not strong enough to accept the consequences. I'll just end up hurting Lukako. Thanks. You are my disciple, now and forever. Agreed? Yes! Of course I am! I look away, unable to bear his shy smile. The world line has changed. Lukako is a guy again. Which means the IBN 5100 should be here at the shrine. On the previous world line, girl Luka broke the IBN 5100 while cleaning the storehouse. But guy Luka didn't clean the storehouse. He never broke the IBN 5100. It's 6:46 p.m. Judging by past experience, it is very likely that I've averted Maeiri's death for today, but just in case, I should get back to the lab within the hour. Okay, look, we are back in it. We have returned to struggling against, to trying desperately to stop Maeiri from dying. And now it is a third person whose life and whose hopes and dreams we have shouldered. Luka, do you remember breaking an old computer in the shrine storehouse last year? An old computer? No, I don't remember anything like that. I don't really understand computers. I haven't played with them much. When Luca was a girl, she trembled when I asked her the same question, and then she forced a smile as if to avoid admitting that she broke the computer. But he's not trembling now. Luca honestly doesn't know. Go get your father for me. There we go. Here he is. I asked Luca to fetch his father for me so I can ask him whether or not the IBM 5100 was in the storehouse. Yes, I do remember. I'll go check, please wait a moment. He heads into the storeroom out back, just like on the previous world line. But on the previous world line, the IBM 5100 was no longer in the storehouse since girl Luca had secretly moved it. How will it turn out this time? Luca's dad returns after about 10 minutes. His expression is grave. That's all the answer I need. Nothing has changed. It's gone. I couldn't find it anywhere. I quickly glance at Luca's face. Blank. He doesn't seem to know anything. Luca's innocent, I'm sure of it. The lock to the storehouse was broken. Someone may have stolen it. Stolen it? It didn't disappear? A thief took it? There's evidence someone dragged something heavy away. That wasn't there at the end of the year cleaning, and the lock wasn't broken when I checked last month. I never expected a thief would break in. Then shouldn't we report it to the police? While they discuss what to do, I sigh and consider the situation. This isn't going to work. The IBM 5100 is still out of reach. There are 2 D-mails left to cancel. Something tells me that if I cancel just one more, I can get back the IBM 5100. But which one? Okabe-san, I don't really understand, but please don't be sad. Just go, it matters not, like you always do. I chuckle. Lukako's so adorable when he's trying to cheer me up. But he's a guy. You're using that phrase wrong, you know? I wave goodbye and leave the shrine. The whole "but he's a guy" thing, not a good feeling. I'll still refer to her as she, because that's how she wants to be known, but good golly, is that really incredibly sad. Regardless, we do move forward. This is getting, I mean, it was desperate before, but it's even more so now. 2 D-mails remain. First, the one I sent to myself with the winning lot of 6 numbers. That one should be easy to cancel. The problem is the other one, the one sent by someone I wish I could forget. Kiryu Moeka. I know the gist of her D-mail since she sent it as part of our early experiments. When Moeka asked to send a D-mail, I agreed under 2 conditions. First, make the contents simple enough that the D-mail's effects would be obvious. Second, make the contents public to all lab mems. Moeka ended up sending a D-mail to prevent herself from buying a new phone a few days prior. The D-mail was sent to July 31st, an easy date to remember. The question is how it relates to the theft of the IBM 5100. It must be the butterfly effect, as it was with Lukako's D-mail. This time, however, I will not hesitate to do what is necessary. Kiryu Moeka does not deserve my sympathy. That woman and her men have killed Mairi more times than I can bear to remember. I will show her no mercy. There's just one problem. The cancellation email needs to be sent from Moeka's own phone. I don't think a message from me telling her not to change phones would sway Moeka's intentions in the slightest. I need her phone, but I don't know where to find her. What do I do? That is a bit of a conundrum, isn't it? I return to the lab and set things up so I can time leap at a moment's notice. Fortunately, that isn't necessary. I'm stuffed. I barely ate today, so I was hungry. Is there more tomorrow? Yeah, and the day after too. Mairi just got back from Komima 30 minutes ago. She and Kurisu, who stayed behind at the lab, have just finished eating cup noodles. It's already past 8, and so far nothing has happened. Mairi's still alive. Going by the pattern, her death has probably been postponed until about this time tomorrow. Is this the will of some higher being, God, fate, the universe itself? Or is it merely coincidence? That doesn't matter now. Okie dokie. Maishi's got an early day tomorrow, so I'm going home. Mairi takes a big stretch and starts getting ready to go home. She's been up since 5 this morning. Looks like she plans to wake up early tomorrow too. That reminds me, I haven't seen Daru at all. He's fighting in the Komima Holy War too, so that doesn't surprise me. Busy checking his spoils, I guess. Hey guys, why don't you come too? I'll pass, but my assistant looks like she wants to go. Huh? What? Kurisu jumps up at my answer. Hey, don't put words in my mouth. I saw your eyes sparkling while you listened to Mairi's cosplay stories. Maybe, but nobody said anything about going. Come on. Oh, dude. It's so nice to be back to some semblance of something like normal-ish. And it's not just all grave and, I know that Kurisu is an at-channeler, but is she an otaku? Not all at-channelers are otaku, but she has often hinted at an interesting cosplay. No way, I'd suffocate in a crowd like that. It's not as crowded on day 2. If you're worried, come in the afternoon. All the popular stuff will be sold out, though. You go, Okabe. You're Mairi's guardian, aren't you? No, Maishi is Okarin's hostage. Oh, right, that's what it was. Well, you don't want your hostage to escape, do you? Shouldn't you take her along in handcuffs or something? I've got business in Akiba. That's threatening and foreboding. What do you mean, business? The search for Kiryu Moeka. I already sent her an email. We need to talk, and now I'm awaiting her reply. Something tells me it's not going to work. No answer? I guess it was just an excuse. We need to talk. Here we go again. Always coming back to Makize Kurizu. Again? Abrupt as usual. What do you mean, again? Nothing. Huh? What did she just say? Did she just say, again? Implying that we have done this before? What do you mean? Did you slip up? Oh, have you been time leaping too? What you gonna talk about? You two have been really close lately, huh? You're always talking together. Maishi really wants to join on your secret meetings and stuff. Don't worry, we've been talking about the time leap machine. It would just be gibberish to you. Not entirely accurate, but not a lie either. Besides, the purpose of this particular discussion is to convince Christina to attend Komima. Prepare for good news, Maedi. Oh great, thanks, Okarin. Oh gosh, Maedi waits in the lab as I take Kurisu outside. Yeah? No, we know you're not going to. You said again just now. We've talked like this before, just the two of us? What did she say? Backlog. Losing your memory now? Does our little mad scientist have an acetylcholine deficiency? I don't actually know what that governs. A neurotransmitter. Levels in the hippocampus increase when learning or remembering. Got it. I'm being serious. You're acting weird today. What's going on? Please, I need to know. I mean, yeah, this is like the 5th time you brought me outside to talk about the time leap machine. Have we talked about my time leaping? For an instant, Kurisu opens her eyes wide in surprise. But then she gives me an angry glare. You're time leaping? I nod. More than a dozen times already. That many? What the hell are you doing? Here we go again. Looks like she doesn't know anything about Lukako or my shifting between world lines, but that's only natural. But so far I've changed world lines a total of 3 times. Let's call the first world line where Maedi died Alpha 1. The world line where Ferris and I fought the viral attackers is Alpha 2. The world line where I dated girl at Lukako is Alpha 3. And now I'm on Alpha 4. Wait. Let's back that up real quick. Just to make sure I got it, right? Alpha 1 is where Maedi died. Alpha 2 is where, oh, I guess, and then that is tied in with Suzuha as well. Yeah, because that's the first time that's the first time he, like, did something about it. And then, yeah, Ferris and I fought the viral attackers, and then he ended up with Ferris and dated girl Lukako as Alpha 3. This is now Alpha 4. Always crawling back to not Kiryu Moeka, Makize Kurisu. From my perspective, Alpha 1, Alpha 2, and Alpha 3 were undone by my D-mails, but for Kurisu and everyone else in Alpha 4, these world lines were nothing but separate, intangible possibilities to begin with. I still don't understand what it means when she says that he brought her out here to talk about the time leap machine separate times before. I guess I have to explain everything again. Here we go again. I sigh heavily, then begin. There we go. Nice. I think I get it. She always does. After I'm done, Kurisu sighs and lightly pats my arm. Don't wear yourself out. It's a disgrace to be comforted by my assistant. Why are you always like that? I'm even trying to be nice. You're really full of yourself, you know? I don't need your sympathy. Everything that happened is my fault. I'm just getting what I deserve. Come to think of it, every time I explain this to you, I always end up hating myself in the end. Okabe. Don't worry about me. Worry about Maedi. Maedi will probably die tomorrow. I don't know how it will happen. If Maedi stays away from the lab, she can probably avoid running into Moeka and her men. It doesn't matter though. She'll die all the same. All Alpha world lines converge on her death. Escaping the attractor field is the only way to save her. Sorry about this, but I want you to be there when she dies tomorrow night. That's why you want me to go to Komima? There's nothing we can do to prevent her death. Just stay close and tell me when it happens. Once I know, I'll make the time leap. I can't believe there's nothing we can do. It just doesn't feel real, but it's the truth, isn't it? I can see it in your eyes. Are you okay? No. I still haven't saved my... I know, that's not what I meant. Kurisu interrupts me. Are you okay? I don't follow. You're carrying an awful burden. It's rare for her to look so concerned for me. I told you not to worry about me. It's Maedi you need to worry about. Tomorrow, I'm going to look for Moeka. If Maedi doesn't die tomorrow, I can postpone the time leap. If Maedi does die tomorrow, I'll return to the past no matter what. I wish there was some way that Maedi wouldn't have to suffer. Then why don't you time leap now? I can't plan effectively without knowing the deadline. I don't want to see Maedi die either, you know. I know how you feel, but you're the only one I can ask. Where did all this trust come from? Makize, it came from all the other times he trusted you and all of the other world lines. You're my assistant, after all. Kurisu forces a laugh at my feeble attempt at a joke. You're so full of yourself. We have our plan. Kurisu will go to her first Komima. Mighty will be so delighted when I tell her the news. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, we got a message for the first time in a long, long while. I had no idea it would be this crowded. Save me. Joined up with Mighty. We're heading out to Ariake. Kind of excited, lol. Morning, Okarin. I'm heading off now. Cute. So many people. Okay, cute, cute, cute. Fun. I haven't seen Mighty all day. I want to be with her, of course, but that's not possible. Moeka hasn't replied, which means I have to find her myself. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about her. My only clue is Arc Rewrite, the company Moeka supposedly worked at. I find it after a quick search online. Sure enough, their business is producing articles for PC magazines. Luckily, their office is in Akiba. I try calling first, but it goes to voicemail. I guess they're still closed for the Oban holiday. Or maybe it's just a bad time? Looks like I've got no choice but to visit them in person. Okay, we're getting out here, back into a Moe Akihabara. It's the second day of Komima and Akiba is deserted. Most of the otaku are lined up at Big Sight right now. I've experienced the craze of Komima several times firsthand. It's literal war. It scares me whenever Mighty goes alone. I can't help but imagine her trampled by a horde of crazed otaku. But in reality, Mighty's surprisingly quick and tough. I've seen her weave through crowds like you wouldn't believe. Kurusu's the one more likely to get trampled. I can't help but feel sorry for her. Maybe it was wrong to ask her to go. I find the Arc Rewrite office in a fancy-looking building on the outskirts of Akiba. I take the elevator up, but there's nobody there. I lean against the wall and wait. After about 30 minutes, a man dressed in shirt and tie appears. I explain that I'm a relative of Kiryu Moeka and I ask for her contact info, but he gives an unexpected answer. We don't have an employee by that name. You don't? Damn, I've been tricked. I should have known better. Moeka is working for CERN. Of course her place of employment is fake. Is that the end of the line? Just as I'm about to turn around and leave, the man pounds his hand as if he remembered something. Wait a second. There was a girl who worked here just 2 days before disappearing. I think her name might have been Kiryu. We might still have her resume. I frantically bow my head and ask him to look for it. He's reluctant, but acquiesces. The address listed on the resume leads me to a beat-up old apartment. Not the sort of place you'd expect a single young woman to live. I feel a strange unease as I approach the apartment. For some reason, there's a police car parked in front of the complex. A uniformed officer is standing out front. And one room on the second floor, room 202, Moeka's, has a blue sheet covering the door. What's going on here? I walk up to the police officer. Excuse me, did the person who lives there move?
Huh?
No. Then, are you related? I knew her. You haven't heard? The police officer looks uncomfortable. The bad feeling in my gut is getting worse. What happened? Suicide. Damn. It always ends up like this, doesn't it? What? Suicide? But why? When? Yesterday. No way. They took her to Chiyoda 3rd Central Hospital. Doesn't look like she had any relatives. We don't know who to notify. Will you go see the body? I bow my thanks and leave. She's dead? Moeka's dead? What's going on? It doesn't make sense. Suicide? Moeka, who killed Mighty in cold blood, committed suicide? Or is this part of the conspiracy? Could her own men have killed her, then made it look like a suicide? Today is the 16th. On Worldline Alpha 1, Moeka raided the lab on the 13th. 3 days have passed since then. Each time I change Worldlines, Mighty's death gets pushed back 1 day. So does Moeka's raid. It hasn't happened yet on this Worldline. So why did she die? I don't get it. This is the first time this has happened. How should I deal with this? What should I do? I squat on the ground and cradle my head in confusion. If Moeka is dead, maybe Mighty doesn't have to die. No, I don't think Convergence is that kind. Fate demands Mighty's death. Whenever I try to stop it, something interferes. True, I'm the one who meddled with the timeline, but haven't I paid the price already? How did all this happen? A few weeks ago, I was just a college student with a severe case of chunibyo. Save for Mighty's grandmother, I had never experienced the death of anyone close to me. Death had no place in my life. But how many times have I faced death these past 3 days? More, when you count the loops I've made. My heart can't take it anymore. I don't know how much longer I can go on. One more. Just one more D-mail to cancel. If I can just get my hands on Moeka's phone. Time leap. Moeka died yesterday around noon. I can go back to before that happened. The reason she died isn't important. Whether Mighty's murderer kills herself is of no concern to me. I just need to cancel that D-mail. Whew. Oh boy. Oh boy, guys. Upon returning to the lab, I casually look up at the second floor window, and what I see shocks me to my core. Electrical discharge? Someone is using the time leap machine. Who? Mighty and Dado should be at Komima. Not even Kurisu should be here. I asked her to escort Mighty yesterday. Besides, she's against changing the past. So who? The building shakes. The vibration reaches the street. I can't let this happen. The timeline mustn't be tampered with again. I need to stop it now. Who is it? I race up the stairs to the lab. Is it too late? By the time I get there, the shaking has stopped. I quietly peek into the development room. Nobody's there. Oh no. Oh no, that's not good. The door was unlocked. Anyone could have walked right in. Why didn't you lock the door? How could we be so careless? The time leap machine is still faintly warm, so somebody did use it. Who? Did they time leap? This is the first time someone else has used the time leap machine. Just to make sure, I check the X68000. As expected, the history's been erased. The same thing happens when we send a D-mail. There's nothing I can do about this. It worries me, but I have to focus on Moeka. I set up the time leap machine. Who could it have been? Who? Not Maeri, not Makize, not Daru. Ferris? God, I don't know. She's been out of the picture. Lukako? Still don't know. I want to say it can't have been Moeka. Who does that leave? Suzuha? I think that's everyone, right? Yeah. Mr. Braun? I don't know. Steps up the time leap machine. The maximum leap is leap time is 48 hours. To leap more than that, you need to leap 48 hours and then leap again. The 42-inch TRT is on downstairs. That's plain as day since the discharge phenomenon just occurred. I put on the headgear. Preparations complete. Time to stop Moeka. Should I really leap now? Don't be ridiculous. Of course I should. Just a little more and I can save Mighty once and for all. Oh boy, I don't know what to do. This is a save right here for sure. Not a quit game. This is 100% a save. Oh, I'm forgetting how to open up the menu. Okay, so I'm really not sure if I should do this. I'm inclined not to. Like, yeah, I'm inclined not to because what I've been doing thus far is not doing things first and then going back and doing them, you know, once I've made the save. So I feel like I'm just gonna let this pass and see what happens next. I know what will happen if I don't leap. Now Mighty will die and I will taste the pain and despair once again. And then I will leap. It's the same either way. I close my phone. There's no need to rush, calm down. I can endure the pain if need be. I should exploit my one advantage, the time leap machine, to the fullest extent possible. And that means knowing exactly when Mighty will die. The pattern suggests that Mighty's death should happen around 7 or 8 tonight. But things are a little different this time. Moeka killed herself before Mighty was scheduled to die. How much influence will that have on convergence? There's a chance Mighty won't die. We might already have won. Not with point like, what, 5.2, 5.7 convergence? You're getting up there though, way up there. In that case, I shouldn't waste my efforts time leaping. I have no obligation to save Moeka. I'll wait until Kurisu contacts me. It's 12:30 now. There are still about 7 hours left. I hear nothing but the slow, steady tick of the clock. The sound is echoing inside my head. Even if I plug my ears, it doesn't stop. I spent several hours searching for the IBM 5100, but as expected, I found nothing. Oh yeah, who stole it? Still don't know that either. I still can't imagine how Moeka's D-mail affected the computer's whereabouts. What does her phone model have to do with anything? Does keeping the same phone somehow tell her that there's an IBM 5100 at Yanabayashi Shrine? That doesn't make sense. Even the butterfly effect must have limits, but on the other hand, truth is often stranger than fiction. Sometimes the simplest things have consequences that no one could ever imagine. So I can't rule it out entirely either. In other words, I have nothing. I twist my lips into a sneer of self-mockery. It's 7:46 p.m. The moment of truth. If Mighty is indeed fated to die today, I should be hearing from Kurisu soon. I hope nothing happens. All that I ask is to hear Mighty's voice, to know, once and for all, that she is safe. Well, we know what this means. An artificial melody cuts through the silence of the lab. My phone is ringing. There's only one thing that can mean. Mighty is dead. For all my wishful thinking, I never really doubted this was going to happen. There's no need to confirm what I already know. Shoot, I wanted to answer it. Hold on. We're going back to answer that. There is a need to confirm what you already know. Come on. There we go. Hello? Oh, Makize, Kurisu. That was heartrending. What a performance. What a thing to say. Makes me feel really bad. She saw Mighty die. She suddenly collapsed. It doesn't make sense. She's not breathing. She won't answer at all. Please, Mighty. Oh my God. What do I do? Help, please. Mighty's dead. I'm sorry for making you go through this. Now he's not the only one. Oh God. With that, I hang up the phone. Maybe it's because I didn't see it happen, or maybe my heart has simply grown numb, but this time, I don't feel much pain. I hate myself for it. I pound my fist against the table. As expected, the deadline is around 8 p.m. on the 16th. Unless I change the world line before the time limit, Mighty will die. Time to go. Oh, I put on the headgear and activate the time leap machine. I must obtain Moeka's phone no matter what it takes. There we go. All right. Time to call it. Let's run it. And we're going back. Or are we? Yeah, it always takes longer than I think it will, you know? I can see the date hanging there in the top left corner, so like I get confused, whatever. Wait. Huh? Oh. I was like, wait, why did it go back several days? No, we just made several leaps, okay. When I arrive, it's just past 8 p.m. I'm heading out. I leave the lab without waiting for the others to respond. I'm going to Moeka's right away. It's evening, right? I head to Moeka's ready apartment. There's no sign of the police this time. Moeka's suicide won't happen for another 4 days. I run up the iron stairs and stand in front of the door to Unit 202. Lights on or off? Aren't on. I start getting anxious. Maybe she's not here. There's no intercom, so I reluctantly knock on the door. No reply. I try again with the same result. Damn, might as well try the doorknob. Are you coming back to the lab today? I don't know, but don't worry, you don't have to worry about anything. All right. It's unlocked. I take a deep breath. This could be a trap. Remember, we're not dealing with an ordinary person. Moeka's a rounder, an agent of CERN. If I die here, what will happen to Mighty? Will Kurisu or Dada use the time leap machine to save her? I need to be careful. But at the same time, I can't save Mighty by doing nothing. So I steel myself, open the door, and peek inside. The apartment is dark. Too dark to see. But I feel someone's presence. I step inside. The apartment is practically empty. Minimal furnishings. Only the barest necessities of life. But there by the window is a figure in the moonlight. A woman is sitting on the floor. Her head bowed. Hey, Moeka. Want to tell me what's going on, dude? For some reason, I'm getting some massive Doki Doki Literature Club vibes. I'm not really here for this. There's no one else here. I reproached the woman and stared down at her, gritting my teeth in a desperate effort to maintain control. Ever since the first time she killed Mighty, I've tried my best to avoid thinking about this woman. But now I have no choice. I can't accomplish my goal until I have the answers I need from her. I must obtain the IBN 5100 to escape the Alpha Attractor field and rescue Mighty.
Kiryu Moeka.
I don't have to say it. I had another name for her once. It hurts to remember. I force it to the back of my mind. What shining finger? Can you hear me? Moeka's fingers twitch. Oh, she sluggishly lifts her head. Her eyes looked empty before, did they not? That glow in her pupils is definitely just her phone screen, yes? But she doesn't look up. She stares at my feet instead. Who? She finally speaks in a frail voice. Moeka has always had trouble speaking, but it seems especially severe today. I notice her hair and clothes are disheveled. She looks awful, though I suppose it's no surprise given that she kills herself in 4 days. FB? Is it you? I've heard that name before. If I'm not mistaken, that's her superior's code name. Why won't you contact me? I did everything you told me to. The phone in Moeka's hand glows faintly. She's still clinging to it, I see. Did I do something wrong? I'll fix it, I promise. Just don't abandon me. I'll do anything for you, FB. Please, answer me. Give me orders. I'll obey. Tell me what to do. Well, this is a little... Has she been brainwashed in the way that Suzuha first, you know, like when we talked about it with her back when she was still here? Is this not Kiryu Moeka? What could FB stand for, I wonder? It can't be anything mundane. It definitely isn't the codename of her superior, right? I'm thinking of names. Makize Kurizu, Daru, Hashida, Daru, Suzuha. No, I don't think, Amane, Suzuha, Ferris. Yeah, literally, no, there's nothing, Oh? I'm at a loss for words. I wasn't expecting to find her in such a miserable state. She was so cold, so calm when she killed Mairi. It's like she's a different person now. Is this another effect of the world line change? But it's only been a week since she sent her email. How could she have changed so much? I get on my knees and shake Moeka by the shoulders. Oi. Hey, can you hear me? Hey! Oi. FB, why won't you answer? It's me, Okabe. No response. Moeka just keeps crying and mumbling to herself. I shake her harder, but she doesn't react. She doesn't even resist. Looking down, I notice that she's typing rapidly on her phone. Bewildered, I look at the screen. You know, I thought I was done with feeling freaked out by this specifically. I lied. I hate when a bunch of just, like a string of text just appears on the screen. I hate that. I hate it so much. What happened to Moeka? From what little I understand, it sounds like she's lost contact with her supervisor, FB. But I don't understand how that could turn Moeka into such a wreck. It doesn't matter. I don't care what happens to her. I'm here for one thing. Recalling my purpose, I reach for Moeka's phone. No. A sharp crack echoes through the room. Moeka slapped my hand away. It didn't hurt, but her reaction was lightning quick. Now Moeka curls up into a ball, hugging the phone tightly to her chest. It was like this from the moment I met her. She never let go of her phone, not even for a second, as if it were the only thing keeping her alive. No mails. No mails. You mean from FB? I make several more attempts to take her phone while she babbles incoherently, but she just slaps my hand away each time. Next, I try for persuasion. I promise to help her search for FB if she lends me her phone. It's a lie, of course, though come to think of it, I would like a piece of FB too. But that can wait until after I've saved Mairi. But Moeka doesn't buy it, if, that is, she heard me at all. Damn it, we're not getting anywhere. Maybe I should take it from her by force, but what if she tries to kill me before I can send the email? In her current state, she might not have the strength to retaliate. On the other hand, if she does retaliate, there's not much I can do against someone with a gun. What should I do? Her gun, where would she keep it? I quickly scan the room, but there's no sign of it. Crap! That startled me. Could she have picked a worse time? We should definitely answer this. There's no save required here. Hello. I stand up and move to the entrance where I can take the call without letting Moeka out of my sight. Where are you? Sorry, I'm busy. Is it... What? Huh? Is it woman? You're with a woman, aren't you? Is that the first thing that comes to mind? You really are a mainstream girl. Shut up. You promised... Guys, I've got an awful feeling about this. Is she just playing along? Is there gonna be another Kiryu Moeka? Get Daru to help, I can't do it today. What are you doing? Where are you? So you are with the woman, you're the worst. Has she not met Moeka on this world line? I quickly give Kurisu a simplified version of the usual explanation. Kurisu listens attentively as she always does. Maybe she's more considerate than I give her credit for. As soon as I finish, Kurisu gives it to me straight. That felt so out of place. Was that real? I can't tell. It feels like, I mean, she witnessed Mairi's death and then she's calling back. Oh, wait. Mairi hasn't died yet. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jeez. Yeah. Okay, yeah, no, this makes perfect sense. Oh my god, I got so confused. No, this is a different version of Makize Kurisu. This is fine. You've seen too many Hollywood movies. You're up against an agent of Stern, play nice and you could end up dead. Don't hesitate. Remember, you're doing this to save Mairi. I know you're pretty weak and scrawny, but you should be able to handle her in her current state. Gee, thanks. At least she's not beating around the bush. Suddenly she lowers her voice. You might think I'm a monster for saying this. Not that I care what you think, but... kill her if you have to. You're a monster. Hey man, that monster that you just so callously called her, it slumbers inside you too, buddy. Let's not forget that. But you're not a hypocrite, and that's what I love about you, Christina. No, it's the meme. What's the matter with her now? I mean it, I wish my conviction were as strong as yours. I can't tell with him if it's like the @channel meme or if it whatever. That's why we love you. Gosh, I don't know. Well, thanks. But that's not all, right? There's a reason you're willing to suggest murder as an option. How did you reach that conclusion? Good, you're still thinking. I can't be certain whether your story is true, and I don't quite understand this attractor field hypothesis. But based on what you told me, if this Kiryu woman commits suicide 4 days from now, then that means her death flag is already active. In other words, this world line has approved her death. On previous world lines where that wasn't the case, you probably couldn't have killed her even if you tried. Something would have happened to prevent it. Or possibly, killing her would have caused a dramatic shift in world divergence. But on this specific world line, her death is already certain. As you've experienced with Mighty's death, the result is what matters, not the process. I believe the same applies to Kiryu. It doesn't matter how she dies. In other words, I can kill her instead of letting her commit suicide? She's already going to die, so that makes it okay. That kind of argument, that's the kind of argument a murderer would make. Don't be a hypocrite. We're not talking about right and wrong here, Okabe. She's unforgiving as always, but it actually feels nice to speak frankly like this. But what about the law? Even fate forgives me, society won't. As long as you have the time leap machine, you can undo anything. Even murder, we already know that. The result will be that you gain the necessary information without killing anybody. I understand. Phew. Just remember one thing. You're responsible for what you do. I guess that's quite a thing for me to say, huh? After telling you to kill her? It's fine. Your advice was truly becoming of a mad scientist. Get it done, Okabe. Bye. She hangs up without another word. Wow. Wow. Whoa. What a side to her. That's something to unpack, but not now. Strangely, I find Kurisu's harsh tone encouraging. Who does she think she is, a general? I manage to smirk as I close my phone. We look back, she's still there. Kill her if you have to, Kurisu said. Moeka did the same to us, she doesn't deserve mercy. Kill her or let her live, it's my choice, my responsibility. Even after I undo the murder, the memory of my crime will remain with me. That sin, that guilt, I'll have to carry that weight I mustn't ever forget. That's what Kurisu meant when she spoke of responsibility. Murder is unforgivable, no matter the circumstances. Can you understand that, Kiryu Moeka? I reach for Moeka's phone. This time, there's no hesitation. Moeka resists. I grab her slender hand and pin it to the window. The glass rattles from the force, but thankfully it doesn't break. With my other hand, I pry the phone away from Moeka's chest. And then she drives her foot straight into my solar plexus. The breath explodes from my lungs. I gasp for air. In a fit of anger, I raise my hand to strike, but at the last moment, I hesitate. Damn. What happened to killing her if I have to? I know we're past the point of playing nice, but I've never hit a girl in my life. I don't consider myself a model gentleman or anything, but the idea that men aren't supposed to hit women is such a strong part of my common sense that it stayed in my hand almost like instinct. So instead, I wrap my hand around Moeka's neck and squeeze. Well, buddy, I don't know if that's necessarily better, okay? When she tries to kick me again, I pin her legs under my own. I squeeze harder, my fingers stick into her throat. Good lord, guys, I might have to cut away from this. She struggles for breath. I feel her throat moving as she gasps for air. I can finally see my reflection in her tear-reddened eyes. Now I have your attention. Moeka's under control, but now I don't have a free hand to take her phone. If I loosen my grip on her throat even slightly, it'll turn into a struggle again. Moeka's hiding her phone behind her back now. I need that phone. Should I let go of her hand or her neck? Give me your phone. Moeka weakly shakes her head. If you don't, I'll kill you. I wonder if I even can. I can undo it with the time leap machine. It'll be the perfect crime, one that never happened. But still, do I really have it in me to murder someone? I don't know. But I have to try. Hand it over, I'll kill you. No words leave Moeka's lips, just rough breathing. Stalemate. Neither of us shows the other any openings. We're practically motionless, but our breathing is ragged. It's taking all my strength just to pin her down. Our rough breathing echoes through the room. For a moment, it even seems to synchronize. This is getting me nowhere. I remove my hand from her neck, then use my entire left arm to pin her against the wall in a guillotine choke. She starts groaning in pain. My right hand has her left arm against the glass. Now I pull her hand down and transfer it to the grip of my left hand. Now my right hand is free. I slide it behind her back and go searching for her phone. I have to lean in close to do this. I press my body up against hers. Pain explodes in my jaw. I reel back. Moeka's readying another headbutt. I put more strength into the guillotine choke to stop her. Moeka's face twists in pain and she struggles to escape my grasp. My guillotine choke seems to be working. She doesn't have the strength to resist. If I push any harder, she really might die. I push harder. Okay, wow, this is getting a bit much. Finds her foot. She still has in a tight grip, but I managed to tear it away. I quickly release Moeka and step away. She bends over and coughs violently, but still she reaches out to me with tears in her eyes. She wants her phone back. I don't care. Oh my god. I look at the screen. It shows an email draft with a string of FBs entered. I clear the text and start typing a new mail, but her phone's different from mine, so I don't quite know how to use it. Let's see. B na? Startled, I look up to see Moeka staggering to her feet. She's like a goddamn zombie. I quickly run outside and close the door behind me. Then I lean my entire body weight onto it so she can't open it from the inside. Oh god, the doorknob rattles as she tries to open the door. Then she starts pounding on the inside. It's a good thing doors in Japan open out. You wouldn't see this in a Hollywood movie. Anyway, I have her phone. Now I just need to pretend to be Moeka and send the cancellation email. Moeka's changes to the past will be cancelled. The world line will change. Yeah, BN 5100 will come back to me. And then we'll hack into CERN. Mission complete. Fate won't have Mighty this time. Victory will be mine. This is Makize. Get ready for a D-mail. Okay, but what's that noise? I'm having a little trouble here. So you didn't kill her. Good job. I tell her Moeka's address. It's ready. And Mighty. Still here. She's at the Bronze Tube workshop trying to get the manager to turn on the CRT. You didn't tell her anything, did you? About her death? Of course not. Good. Don't hang up yet. Future gadget. There we go. I put my phone down, resume typing into Moeka's phone. A middle-aged lady comes out of the apartment next door. Our eyes meet, so I put on a forced smile. The lady grins mockingly before going back inside. I wonder what she was thinking. Maybe she thought it was a lover's quarrel. Model change. Do it now. B4 sold out. Moeka's email said, don't change models. The desire for limited edition hard-to-find products is hard-coded into Japanese DNA. Appealing to that instinct should work. The insistent pounding on the door grows louder, and now I hear groaning from the other side. I can't believe how persistent she is. Is her phone really that important to her? But I've already won. All I have to do is send the email. I'll never forgive you, Moeka, but at least our relationship ends here. Let this be the last time we meet. I raise the phone to eye level. I take a deep breath. It ends now. I press send. Nothing's happening. No vertigo, no dizziness, nothing. Reading Steiner didn't activate. What? Why? Why didn't the world line change? Did the phone wave fail to function? I bring my own phone to my ear. Kirisu's still on the line. Well? Did you send it? Yes, did it work? The discharge is occurring as normal. So it worked, right? Definitely. The world line didn't change. You mean it failed? Why? Consider the possibilities. Maybe the message wasn't enough to persuade Moeka to change models. Could we have sent it to the wrong date? It's July 31st, I'm sure of it. Check when the original email arrived. Maybe her reaction will change if the new one arrives just after that. What a pain. The pounding on the door has ceased. Did she finally give up? No, she wouldn't give up. She's trying to find another way out. Does she plan to climb out the window and loop around? Well, we're on the second floor. That would be quite a feat. I should still have some time left. Try sending different messages. If that doesn't work, I'll adjust the timer. You're a lifesaver. What's going on there? Is Mr. Braun freaking out? I can hear him shouting from below. Hashida and Mighty are trying to calm him down, but who knows how long that'll last. I don't think there's much time left. I put my phone into my pocket without hanging up. Do you want a switch now? I send the message and send another D-mail, but still nothing happens. Send another. Change now. Your phone is cursed. Make another one. Send. No good. No dice. What? What am I doing wrong? Or why? I'd like to ask Moeka, but if I go back inside, she'll probably just attack me. Which reminds me, she's been awfully quiet. What is she doing now? Maybe she really did go out the window. I look around. I don't see her anywhere. Think, why didn't the D-mail work? I wipe the sweat from my brow. My entire body is soaked. It must be the adrenaline. What if Moeka changed addresses when she got a new phone? I take out my phone. Are you there? Still not working? I tried 2 more times, but nothing. I frantically consider my options and I stare hard at Moeka's phone. The walkway is dim, but Moeka's gaudy purple phone shines in the faint light. Wait. I take another good look at the phone. There's something wrong here. What is it? Charm? Something not on it? It's not her phone? It was a fake? She switched them out? Okabe? What's wrong? Gaudy purple, latest model. She wanted her... Huh? Yeah, she kept her old phone. She didn't do the new one. Model number GG01. My eyes tell me there's nothing wrong. I saw this phone when Moeka sent her D-mail, and many times before she was never without it. It's the same. Nothing has changed. Nothing changed? Huh? What hasn't changed? Why hasn't it changed? Why is it the same as before Moeka sent her D-mail? Moeka's D-mail said don't change models. She should have had a different phone when she sent it. But she didn't. It was the same phone I'm holding right now. Either, wait, did reading Steiner activate? Either she didn't send a D-mail, or she's been D-mailing herself, or she's the one who time leapt. It's gotta be one of those, right? It's the only explanation I can think of because everything else is so convoluted. There's only one explanation. She never changed models to begin with. No way. She lied to me. Good lord, I choked. Moeka's D-mail wasn't about her phone. That explains how it affected the IBN 5100. It also explains why my cancellation D-mails aren't working. That sneaky little... The door violently shakes behind my back. It's much stronger than before. She must be ramming something hard and heavy against the door. I quickly move away from the door. The door shakes again. I can see the frame starting to warp. She's crazy. I suppose I should be thankful she doesn't have a gun. But honestly, this is terrifying enough. It chills my blood to think of what her face must look like now. I've never been the target of such single-minded obsession before. But unfortunately, I can't run away. I need to face Moeka again and wring the information out of her. Both Ferris and Luca remembered their D-mails. With prawning, Moeka will remember too. I need that information. Crap. I don't want to go in there. My teeth are chattering. This is pathetic. I thought I'd won when I snatched her phone, but now my advantage is gone. Okabe, answer me. Christina. What's that pounding? Are you okay? Moeka's D-mail wasn't about a model exchange. What do you mean? She must have changed the text right before we sent it. That's why the cancellation mails aren't working. Did you check her history? It might still be there. Her arrival history. Of course, even if it's not in her sent history, it should still be in the arrival history. With that, hold on. Let's see if it's there. I glare at the purple phone in my hand. It's a good thing Moeka didn't change phones. Now I know exactly where the D-mail went. I should have thought of that checking now. Makize, you are a lifesaver. So smart. For a second there, I thought it would be easy. I should have known better. Moeka is not a casual phone user. Her mailbox has literally hundreds of entries over the last week, almost all from FB. Some of my mails are sprinkled in. I don't have time to search through each of these mails, even just the subject lines. Not to mention the pounding on the door is freaking me out. I seem to be in a spot of trouble. If I fail, I'm leaving the rest to you. If you're in trouble, then get out of... I hang up. The lady next door comes out again, alarmed by the escalating noise. She glares at me. But when she sees the magnitude of the door's damage, the lady opens her eyes in shock and runs back inside. And with that, I think we're going to end it because I feel like we're on the brink of a revelation here, and I want it for the next episode because I feel like we're going to get a lot of different lore things happening because this feels like we're not moving towards an ending. I don't think Kiryu Moeka has an ending. It doesn't feel right, especially because she's the one who killed Mayuri and she's so wrapped up with CERN. So for now, I'm just going to leave it there. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. I definitely did. Even in this tense situation, I'm sorry to leave you on a cliffhanger, but just tune in for the next one. I will see you guys in the next video. So for now, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye!
Turn off your consciousness.